welcome back. A little fancy today. My husband took me on an impromptu lunch date, but still want to get a video in, so here we go. A really quick meal that you can make on the go. This is probably going to take me a total of 10 minutes, if that, including cleanup. So what we're doing today is we're doing salmon with a little bit of a cucumber salad and rice. This whole meal is gluten-free. It is pescatarian as well. There's no meat in this meal. So we are going to start with our minute jasmine rice. Of course, you can make rice homemade if you want. I'm being lazy. I'm going to use my favorite Dorot garlic to go ahead and season the salmon. Then I'm going to pan-sear right after this. Then we're going to cut up this cucumber for a little cucumber salad. And of course, we're going to season everything with Trader Joe's garlic salt because my son won't eat it if I don't. So let's make this recipe. All right, so for this recipe, we are going to pan-sear our salmon. I've taken our Earth Balance butter and I've mixed in one of those Dorot garlic cubes. It's nice and fragrant, everything's melted. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put my salmon right in. I use Faroe Island salmon. You can use any kind of salmon you like. I know there's a number of subscription services with some really good salmon. I don't use farm-raised salmon. I know there's a lot of controversy around farm-raised, sockeye, all the different types. We find that Faroe Island is our favorite. I actually bought this at our local Asian market. They carry sushi grade salmon and tuna. So Faroe Island is sushi grade salmon. So really easy. I go down there. It's always fresh. Works out really well. You can also find it in any like local fish market, or of course you can do one of the subscription services and order it online. I'm just going to go ahead and sear it on both sides, and then I'll lower the temperature on this. But I want this nice golden brown consistency on top. He likes it like mid-well, so we're gonna let this simmer for a while and start to work on our cucumber salad. Okay, so we're keeping it really simple today. I literally just have my cucumber. I cut about a quarter of it. I deseeded it and I cut it up into little cubes. I'm literally just gonna add my Trader Joe's garlic salt, and he's gonna eat it just like this. I used to add olive oil, but then he told me it was too greasy. But if you'd like, you can add olive oil. You can add a dressing if you'd like a dressing. I find that he will just eat this whole bowl of cucumbers like this, so there's no need for me to go crazy. You can obviously add tomatoes, you can add lettuce, you can do more of a salad, but he's 7. I know he'll eat this, so this is what we've made for him to go with his salmon and rice. Salmon is still cooking, but in the meantime, we are gonna make our rice. I'm gonna take these jasmine rice minute cups, just one of them, because he won't eat 2. Pop in the microwave for a minute, and then what I'm going to do is when it pops out, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of the Earth Balance butter in it, and then I'm going to put a Dorot garlic cube and just mix that up. So let me show you how I finish this recipe. While my food is cooking, just a note, I wash every piece of produce and fruit that comes into the house. Just for awareness, you can get fruit flies in your kitchen by not washing your bananas. I know that sounds silly, but basically the eggs from the fruit flies sit on the bananas, and then as the bananas ripen, they hatch, and then you end up with fruit flies. I love this veggie wash. I get it at ShopRite. It's like a local grocery store. I know I've seen it at other places around the country. Trader Joe's also sells a really good fruit wash. The one thing to note is it doesn't have a spray top, which is just easier with the spray top. So basically I just put them in a colander in the sink. I spray them generously. I rub off residue or anything, and then I rinse them and I leave them to dry, and I do that right when I get home. So I rinse them, I leave them to dry, and I usually try to do this right when I get home from the grocery store. When I'm unpacking, I put all the fruits and veggies right by the sink so that I can quickly then, after I'm done, wash my hands really well, because I'm crazy about washing my hands, rinse, dry, and then put everything away. So just a little tip. Okay, so our rice is done. It took a whole minute because it's minute rice. While I'm waiting for the salmon to finish up, I'm going to go ahead and just add 1 Dorot garlic cube to let it melt. So I'll just pop it in. Bury it so it melts. And then I'm going to add my plant-based butter, my Earth Balance rather. And just give that a minute to melt. And while that's melting, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the salmon. We're ready to assemble our meal. We're going to go ahead and mix up our rice that now has our garlic and our butter in it. Again, you can make homemade rice. You can make a different kind of rice. I used jasmine because that's what he likes. So there's our rice. We have our salmon, so it's really nice and crispy on both sides. We fried it up in that butter with a little bit of the Dorot garlic. Smells delicious. Then I'm just gonna pour some of this yumminess over the top. And since this is hot and this is cold in Heat 7, we're gonna keep them separate, but that's basically your meal. So you have pan-seared salmon with jasmine rice, made with plant-based butter and Dorot garlic. Again, all gluten-free and all meat-free, so this is a pescatarian meal. And then we have our cut up cucumbers, deseeded into little tiny bites with some Trader Joe's garlic salt on top. I hope you liked this video. Please follow, like, and subscribe for more. Thank you.